I truly regret saying such things while I am alive. 7 things you should keep a secret from your loved ones. As we journey through the later years of our lives, we often reflect on the words we've spoken, the thoughts we've shared, and the impacts they've had. There's wisdom in recognizing that some things are best kept within, whether to maintain peace, avoid misunderstandings, or preserve dignity. For those of us between 65 and 80, looking back reveals moments when we might have said too much or shared things that led to unintended consequences. Here are 7 types of thoughts, fears, and regrets that, as experience teaches us, may be best kept private. In each section, let's delve deeply into the reasons why maintaining discretion can be a gift to ourselves and those we care about. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Deep regrets and unfulfilled dreams. As we look back on life, it's natural to encounter moments filled with what ifs and lingering regrets, paths not taken, relationships that ended too soon, or dreams that never came to be. These memories and unfulfilled dreams are often deeply personal, and while we may feel tempted to share them with loved ones, doing so can sometimes bring about unintended feelings of sadness, helplessness, or even guilt for family members. Why certain regrets are best kept private. When we share past regrets or missed opportunities with family, particularly with children or grandchildren, they may feel a sense of sorrow for us or a misplaced responsibility to fix things. Younger loved ones, especially, may not fully understand the context or complexities of our past decisions, leading them to feel either disappointed on our behalf or burdened with a sense of sadness they can't resolve. Sharing regrets or unfulfilled dreams can also risk overshadowing the many successes, joys, and meaningful choices we made along the way, shaping how family members see our life story. For example, mentioning a dream that wasn't realized or a significant what if can sometimes shift how we are perceived, unintentionally coloring the present with shadows of the past. Instead of seeing us as resilient, content, and wise, family may start to focus on these regrets, which can alter their perception of our life's journey and legacy. Processing regrets in healthy ways. Choosing to keep certain regrets private doesn't mean ignoring them. There are other ways to process and honor these feelings without making them the focus of family conversations. Writing as a reflection tool. Journaling allows us to express thoughts on unfulfilled dreams or past regrets in a personal, safe space. Writing can bring closure, helping us make peace with the past without passing this emotional weight onto loved ones. Finding support in friendships or support groups. Sometimes, speaking with friends or people of similar age and experience can provide the empathy and understanding we seek. These peers often share similar reflections and can offer insights, making it possible to talk openly without impacting family dynamics. Creating a legacy focused on life lessons. Reflecting on what those missed dreams or regrets have taught us can allow us to impart wisdom rather than regret. Sharing these lessons with family in a way that emphasizes resilience, growth, and perspective can provide inspiration rather than sorrow. Embracing the present while preserving positive memories. By keeping some regrets private, we allow family interactions to remain rooted in positive memories, shared stories, and the joy of our current connection. This approach creates a legacy where our loved ones remember us for the lessons we've shared, the strength we've shown, and the happiness we embraced, rather than for dreams left behind. Ultimately, choosing to keep certain unfulfilled dreams to ourselves enables us to be seen as individuals who found peace and meaning in the lives we've led. Our loved ones are more likely to cherish the memories of a life well lived and filled with purpose, unburdened by the shadows of what could have been. This balance allows us to honor our experiences while passing on a legacy of strength, optimism, and lasting joy. 2. Detailed health concerns. As we age, health inevitably becomes a larger part of our daily lives. It's natural to want to keep family informed, especially when health issues arise. However, sharing every health concern, aches, minor symptoms, or each medical appointment can shift relationships from joy and connection to worry and concern. When health becomes the central theme of conversations, loved ones may feel more like caretakers than family, potentially leading to anxiety, helplessness, or even guilt if they can't be as present as they wish. Why it's best to moderate health discussions. Our health status is an essential part of our life, but when it overshadows other aspects of who we are, it can strain relationships. Frequent sharing of health issues might make family members, especially younger ones, worry excessively or feel responsible for our well being. They might begin to view us through the lens of our ailments rather than as individuals full of experiences, stories, and wisdom. Rather than keeping every detail private, we can choose to share only the most significant updates or serious concerns with family. Minor issues that may pass on their own can often be discussed with friends, in support groups, or with a trusted doctor. This allows us to share what matters without placing the emotional weight of every health issue on our loved ones. Creating a positive focus. One way to keep conversations with family upbeat is by sharing health victories and positive lifestyle changes instead of only challenges. Celebrating small successes, like maintaining stable blood pressure or enjoying a new exercise routine, can help loved ones feel reassured and engaged in our well being without burdening them with concern. For example, instead of describing every discomfort in detail, we might share something encouraging from a recent checkup or talk about how an activity has brought us joy. This approach doesn't hide the reality of health challenges, but helps families see us as capable, active individuals rather than patients in need of constant monitoring. Alternative ways to process health concerns. When we choose to keep some health details private, it doesn't mean bottling up our feelings. There are many ways to explore and share these experiences in supportive spaces without overwhelming family. Peer support groups. Speaking with others who face similar health experiences can provide empathy and understanding, allowing us to talk openly without creating worry for our families. Journaling. Writing about health experiences or concerns can help process feelings privately, giving us clarity on what to share. Close friend conversations. A friend in the same life stage may understand these experiences and can offer perspective and support. Preserving family relationships and personal dignity. By thoughtfully choosing what health information to share, we allow family conversations to stay rooted in joy and connection, letting us share who we are beyond our health. This balance maintains our independence and dignity while protecting family members from unnecessary concern. In the end, choosing discretion with health matters becomes a way of showing care, allowing relationships to flourish in positivity and shared experiences. 3. Personal financial details. Finances can be a sensitive topic, especially as we age and start thinking about things like retirement savings, inheritance, and long term care. While it's natural to want to discuss our financial situation with family, particularly with adult children, it's often wise to keep some financial details private. Sharing too much about savings, investments, or income can lead to unintended stress, misunderstandings, or even conflict among family members. Why privacy in finances matters. Openly discussing finances with family members can sometimes create expectations or assumptions that don't align with our intentions. For example, if we share details about our savings or investments, family members may begin to form their own ideas about inheritance, gifts, or even how we should be managing our money. This can lead to unwanted advice, pressure, or even disappointment if their expectations aren't met. In some cases, sharing financial details can unintentionally place a burden on family members who may feel the need to step in or offer financial advice. Moreover, money can be an emotionally charged subject, even in close families. Conversations about finances, especially regarding future plans, can sometimes spark disagreements, raise sensitive questions, or lead to discomfort. Keeping our finances private preserves the natural balance in family dynamics, ensuring that conversations remain focused on relationships rather than on money. Finding the right balance in financial conversations. While complete secrecy isn't necessary, choosing when and how to discuss finances helps maintain respect and harmony within the family. Here are some ways to thoughtfully handle financial matters. Only discuss essential financial information. Consider sharing financial details only when they directly impact family members, such as if they need to be aware of certain plans for future care or arrangements. For example, if one child will be handling finances or estate matters, it's essential that they understand the necessary information, but this doesn't mean disclosing everything to everyone. Planning in privacy. To ensure future wishes are respected, it's wise to work closely with a financial planner or estate attorney who can help document plans in writing. Having a formal plan gives both peace of mind and a sense of security that our wishes will be followed without needing to have ongoing family conversations about financial details. Prepare clear documentation. Instead of sharing details in conversation, consider creating a clear, written plan for your finances and future estate. This way, there's no ambiguity and loved ones won't feel surprised or confused. It also protects against potential conflicts by keeping decisions private and professional. Preserving family harmony and financial independence. Ultimately, maintaining a degree of privacy around financial matters allows relationships to stay focused on love, respect, and shared experiences rather than financial concerns. This approach protects our dignity, independence, and ensures that family members aren't burdened by financial expectations or concerns about our choices. By keeping finances private, we maintain control over our resources, leaving a legacy that reflects our values without creating confusion or tension within the family. This allows us to be remembered for the relationships we cherish, not for the financial specifics that, in the end, are secondary to the love we shared. 4. Resentments and negative opinions. Over the course of a lifetime, we naturally accumulate opinions and judgments about people, situations, and sometimes even family members. There are likely individuals who have hurt us, disappointed us, or let us down in ways that left a lasting mark. It's tempting to share these feelings with close family, particularly if they share similar experiences. However, openly expressing resentments or negative opinions, especially about family members or friends, can often lead to unintended consequences that outweigh the temporary relief we might feel from speaking out. Why negative opinions can weigh heavily on loved ones. When we voice resentments, it can influence how our family sees the people involved. Our children, for instance, may be forced to choose sides or feel conflicted, which can add stress or strain to family relationships. Even if they try to stay neutral, hearing about conflicts or negative opinions may subtly affect how they view family members, sometimes impacting relationships for years to come. In the end, loved ones may carry the weight of these opinions, which can harm family unity and make gatherings feel tense or divided. Further, expressing resentments can often shift how others see us, too. Sharing negative opinions may unintentionally make us seem embittered or overly critical. This can change the way others interact with us, especially younger family members who may feel uncomfortable or unable to fully understand the context of past grievances. Letting go of resentments with grace. While it's natural to feel hurt by past events, choosing not to vocalize these feelings frequently allows us to move forward without letting past grievances shape current relationships. Here are a few ways to handle these emotions without burdening loved ones. Confide in a trusted friend. Talking through feelings with a close friend, especially someone who shares our life stage and perspective, can provide the relief of sharing without impacting family dynamics. A friend can offer an empathetic ear and may even have shared similar experiences, allowing us to feel understood without creating tension within the family. Process feelings privately. Journaling about past grievances or simply reflecting on them quietly can be a helpful way to come to terms with these experiences. Writing down our thoughts allows us to release frustrations and perhaps see things from a different perspective over time without needing to involve family members. Seek closure through forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing past hurts, but it can offer a sense of closure that frees us from old grievances. Focusing on forgiving and letting go helps us prioritize the present and enjoy family connections without the weight of old resentments. Choosing positive interactions over past grievances. By letting go of negative opinions, we allow ourselves and others to focus on the best aspects of our relationships. This doesn't mean ignoring the reality of past hurts, but rather choosing to see our loved ones and ourselves through a lens of compassion and grace. We become free to engage in family moments without the shadow of old conflicts, and our family is more likely to experience us as warm, loving, and accepting. In preserving peace within ourselves and our family, we gain more than temporary relief. We create an environment where relationships can flourish and family gatherings are filled with joy and connection rather than lingering grievances. This approach ensures that when loved ones remember us, they recall the kindness and understanding we extended rather than the grievances we held. 5. Plans for after we're gone. Thinking about what happens after we're no longer here is a natural part of aging, and it's understandable to want our loved ones to know our wishes. We might feel compelled to share our thoughts on family traditions, our hopes for how loved ones will stay connected, or specific details about our end of life preferences. However, discussing these plans in depth, especially if they include expectations of how family members should act or feel, can be overwhelming or even distressing for those closest to us. Why it's best to limit conversations about posthumous plans. Talking openly about life after we're gone can sometimes bring about sadness or even guilt for family members. They may feel pressured to live up to certain expectations or to carry on traditions that they might not fully understand or be prepared for. When conversations about our passing become frequent or overly detailed, it can create a lingering sense of sorrow or apprehension, affecting how our loved ones feel in our presence and potentially how they remember us in the future. Additionally, our families may feel uncomfortable discussing these topics, especially younger family members who may not be ready to confront the reality of losing someone they love. These conversations can cast a shadow over current interactions, making family gatherings feel heavy or even bittersweet. Preparing for the future with peace and clarity. Instead of discussing these plans frequently or in great detail, we can take quiet steps to ensure our wishes are known without needing to share every aspect directly. Here are some ways to communicate what matters most while maintaining an atmosphere of peace. Document your wishes clearly. Working with an attorney to create a will or establish a living trust ensures that our desires are legally recorded. This documentation provides family members with guidance when the time comes, without requiring regular discussions. Write personal letters for loved ones. Leaving behind letters can be a comforting way to communicate our love and hopes for family members, allowing us to share our thoughts privately and in a way that they can revisit when they're ready. These letters can include encouragement, cherished memories, or gentle wishes for the future, all expressed in a loving tone. Make practical arrangements ahead of time. Pre planning arrangements like funeral preferences or important memorial details with a professional can ease the burden on family later. And having this organized in advance means we don't have to discuss it repeatedly with family. preserving the present by limiting future focused conversations. By quietly preparing for the future, we give ourselves and our families the gift of focusing on the present. This approach allows loved ones to remember us as we are today, engaged, supportive, and full of life. We can continue to create joyful memories together, unhindered by the weight of what lies ahead. When the time eventually comes, our loved ones will have clear guidance, thoughtfully prepared, and they'll remember us not for the discussions of departure, but for the legacy of love and peace we leave behind. This way, we honor both our wishes and the emotional well being of those we care for most. 6. Religious or political convictions. As we grow older, our beliefs, especially those surrounding religion or politics, often become well defined and deeply meaningful. These beliefs can be a source of comfort, identity, and strength. It's only natural to want to share our convictions with family and loved ones, particularly when these ideas have guided us throughout our lives. However, discussing these topics openly can sometimes lead to unintended conflicts or misunderstandings, especially with the younger family members who may hold different viewpoints. Why moderation in sharing convictions is important. Religion and politics are sensitive areas, and while they may bring us a sense of purpose, they can be divisive topics, even among those we love. When we share strong opinions or beliefs frequently, family members may feel pressured to agree or may feel discomfort if they see things differently. Younger family members especially might find it challenging to navigate these conversations, leading them to distance themselves or avoid deeper discussions out of fear of disagreement. Additionally, focusing too much on these convictions can unintentionally overshadow other aspects of who we are. Family members might begin to feel that every interaction centers around our beliefs rather than shared experiences, memories, or lighter topics. This can sometimes make it difficult for them to feel fully comfortable, as they may feel they're being judged or persuaded rather than connected with. Balancing conviction with connection. Maintaining a sense of balance in how we share our beliefs allows us to keep close connections with loved ones without risking unnecessary friction. Here are a few ways to stay true to our convictions while also nurturing positive relationships. Share beliefs when asked or when appropriate. Rather than frequently bringing up political or religious views, it can be more meaningful to share these thoughts only when asked or when the topic naturally arises. This way, family members feel invited into the conversation rather than feeling it's imposed upon them. Focus on values over specifics. Instead of discussing specific doctrines, policies, or opinions, sharing the underlying values, like kindness, respect, or integrity, can be a way to connect without conflict. This approach allows us to express the heart of our beliefs in a way that resonates with others, even if they don't share the same perspective. Respect boundaries. Recognizing when a family member feels uncomfortable and respecting that boundary is crucial. If a loved one prefers not to discuss certain topics, honoring that choice strengthens the relationship by showing understanding and acceptance. Fostering an atmosphere of openness and respect. By moderating conversations around deeply held beliefs, we encourage an atmosphere where family members feel safe to be themselves. When we allow conversations to focus on shared interests, memories, and mutual respect, we make it possible for everyone to connect genuinely, free from the fear of judgment or debate. This choice to respect differences preserves the closeness of family bonds and ensures that our legacy is one of acceptance, understanding, and love. Ultimately, family members may not remember every detail of our beliefs, but they will remember the warmth, patience, and respect we showed them. This legacy of open-heartedness is often more enduring and influential than any specific conviction, leaving a lasting impression that strengthens family ties for generations. 7. Feelings of loneliness or fear. As we grow older, feelings of loneliness or fear about the future can sometimes become part of our inner lives. These emotions are natural, and it's human to want to share them with family, hoping for comfort or reassurance. However, speaking openly and frequently about these feelings can have unintended consequences, often creating worry or sadness among loved ones who may feel powerless to help. Why sharing loneliness or fear should be handled with care. When we express loneliness or fear to family, particularly children or grandchildren, they may start to feel a sense of responsibility for our happiness or well being. Even when they're supportive, loved ones might feel overwhelmed, guilty, or sad, especially if they can't be as present as they'd like. Hearing about these feelings can create a lasting emotional burden, as they may constantly worry about whether we're feeling okay. Additionally, too much focus on these emotions can shift the tone of interactions, causing family members to approach conversations with caution, unsure how to respond or how to lift our spirits. This can create an emotional distance rather than the closeness we seek. Finding healthier outlets for emotional support. It's important to acknowledge that feelings of loneliness or fear deserve attention and care. Rather than placing this weight on family relationships, there are supportive and constructive ways to address these emotions. Engage in peer support or counseling. Sometimes, speaking with others who are experiencing similar feelings can be deeply comforting. Senior groups, community centers, or counselors offer spaces where older adults can discuss these topics openly, receiving understanding and advice without placing the emotional weight on family. Focus on meaningful activities and connections. Building connections outside of family through hobbies, volunteer work, or social groups can be fulfilling. These activities help foster a sense of community and purpose, reducing feelings of loneliness and creating positive interactions that don't rely solely on family. Practice self-reflection through writing or meditation. Journaling or practicing mindfulness can be effective ways to process and work through emotions privately. Writing down fears or reflections can help clarify what we're feeling and allow us to manage these emotions in a gentle, personal way. Creating a legacy of positivity and strength. By finding alternative ways to address loneliness and fear, we can approach family interactions with more positivity and lightness. This helps our loved ones see us as resilient and strong, which can inspire them and strengthen the bond we share. When conversations with family focus on shared memories, joys, and meaningful moments, we create an atmosphere where love and connection thrive. Choosing not to frequently share these deeper worries with family doesn't mean denying our feelings. It's a way of preserving our dignity and fostering relationships grounded in mutual happiness and respect. Loved ones will remember our resilience, warmth, and joy in life, and they'll feel uplifted by the positive legacy we leave behind. In the end, we ensure that the impact of our lives is one of love, optimism, and enduring strength. Conclusion: a legacy of peace and positivity. As we reflect on what to share and what to keep within, we recognize that some thoughts, dreams, and emotions are best left unspoken, not to hide who we are, but to protect the harmony, respect, and love that bind our families together. Choosing discretion with certain parts of our lives, regrets, health concerns, financial matters, or deeply held beliefs, allows us to shape a legacy that is remembered for joy, strength, and understanding. By thoughtfully deciding which aspects of our lives to share, we foster relationships that focus on mutual respect and shared experiences, free from unnecessary burdens or conflicts. Our loved ones remember the happiness we cultivated, the wisdom we passed on, and the resilience we demonstrated, rather than the weight of unresolved dreams or worries. In the end, the legacy we leave is one of love, compassion, and optimism, a lasting memory of a life filled with both cherished moments and quiet strength. Through this mindful approach, we ensure that our family's memories of us are filled with warmth, gratitude, and the enduring impact of a life well lived. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching. And here's to living life on your own terms.